Good morning. On today's version of The Professor Helps, which is my Wednesday message about motivation, inspiration, things that are bothering me, things that are going on, things that I'm thinking about. If this helps, please hit subscribe, and these messages will happen every Wednesday, usually before 7 a.m. So, this message is a theme that's very dear and near to my heart. It's a perfect example because near and dear is the phrase, but dear and near is what I just said. The message is stop posting perfection. Just stop. None of us have perfect lives. I mean, I don't know about you. The temptation is really strong. Like when you're going to take a picture of your kid or your food or your workout or whatever, you just want it to be perfect. You want that light to shine in just the right fashion. Our pastor was actually talking about this at church the other day, that he said, sometimes we're more about posting about it than about being about it. And I could not agree more. And I think that sometimes we get so caught up in, I want to post this wonderful, fabulous picture of this thing that I'm doing. You lose the joy of what you're doing. Case in point, yesterday my husband and I were playing with our daughter at the playground, which is rare because we don't always have time together to do it. He can take her to the park and I can take her to the park, but for the three of us to be at the park together is a rarity. And he said to me, I want to take a picture with Vivian, and he's not a picture person. He doesn't like pictures. If I'm over here with cheese and happy and oh my gosh, I want to take a picture, I want to take a picture, I want to take a picture, he's like way over here with don't take my picture. So the fact that he wanted to take a picture with her was awesome. And it was also like we wanted to get that perfect picture, and I found myself getting so obsessed with, okay, is she looking, is he looking, etc. And I just realized, I said, no, one of my favorite hashtags to put on any post that I ever post on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter is stop posting perfection, because we all do it. Think about it. If you get like that perfect cup of coffee and the steam is rising just right, you want to capture it, right? Why? Because you want it to be perfect, because we're so obsessed with perfect. But I'm telling you, I think that the money is in there. So be there, be in the moment and be present and really think about, yes, it's cold and the wind is blowing and, my hair is all crazy because it was cold yesterday. But you know what? My kid was enjoying the fact that I was there. She didn't care about the picture on Instagram. So in fact, I'm going to post a picture after this video that is absolutely not perfect. And I encourage you to do the same. A couple of years ago, what I did is I started posting pictures of crying, my child crying. And I want to be clear here. I didn't encourage her to cry. There's lots of opportunities for her to cry. Now, I will be the first to admit that I post a lot of pictures of her smiling and happy because she is, for the most part. But let's face it, she is a tiny human, and tiny humans have feelings, and they get hurt and they're frustrated, and they're not always going to smile, and they're definitely not always going to do exactly what you want them to do at exactly the moment that you want them to do that, because it's just life. And I think that we could all stand to post a little bit more real. And I've been starting to see a trend of people doing a little bit more like, hey, I'm really upset, could use a friend, send me a funny meme, send me funny pictures. I think that's awesome. And I think we should capture more of that. And I'm not saying we should make social media a big group therapy session, but why not aspects of it? Why not, hey, I'm going through this. 5 years ago, my husband and I had a miscarriage, and we fought a lot about whether to post about it, talk about it, etc. But we found out that 1 in 4 women has had one. And when you think about that number, think about how many people in your life, think about how many women you know, and think about all of the people who could be going through that alone and feeling alone just like we felt. And so we decided to turn it into a speech, and we also did a video of that, and we posted it, and we've had so many people tell us how much it helped to know that they were in the same boat. And I think that while it was very difficult for us personally to share, we actually got a lot more out of it by sharing our experience instead of hiding it. And I think that that's one of the things that I've learned, and what's really spawned me saying stop posting perfection on pretty much every post. The other night when I went to the gym, I really wasn't happy with any of my pictures, but I posted a few of them, not because I want to say, hey, I'm great, although there is a little bit of that. It's mostly because I want the person who's sitting on the couch and going, oh, I just don't feel like working out today, because believe me, I have been there, is to see my post and go, I'm going to go work out now. And newsflash, someone has done that for me. They've posted something about their workout, or that they went to a dance class, or they did something. And I went, you know, I have this commitment to my health, and what I want to do is sit on this couch and do nothing. However, what I also want to do is lose weight and teach my daughter that being healthy and going to the gym is just a part of life. It's not this big harangue that you have to gear yourself up for. So what we do is we go to the gym twice a week. Now there are some weeks where I've missed it. The main thing I'm showing her is that it's just a routine and it's part of daily life, which is not something that my family of origin did for me. It's something that I'm doing for her. And the whole notion of stop posting perfection is not that you share every single sordid detail of your life, but just be a little bit more authentic. Like if someone says, hey, how are you doing? And, you know, I'm sure they're probably looking for that fine response. But, you know, every once in a while say, oh, you know, it could be better, or whatever. And like encourage people by telling them what's really going on with you instead of always saying it's fine. It's something that I recommend you do. And again, if you find these segments helpful, please subscribe, but more importantly, share with other people. And please spread the hashtag stop posting perfection, because we could all stand to be a little more real and a little less fake. And I invite you to do that today. And just start small, you know, maybe post a picture that you're not 100% happy with, you know, because we're all so obsessed with these selfies. It's like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at me. And the truth is that, you know, there are going to be times when your hair is out of place. You're not going to smile properly. There's going to be a raise in your tooth, whatever. I really think that our obsession with being perfect is causing us to not enjoy the life that we're living right now. So be present. Stop posting perfection. And this is the professor signing off.